Hello, my name is Kevin and welcome to the Love Decanters channel. So this is a short video. What am I going to call it? I'm going to packing glass for posting, no bubble wrap edition. Yeah, anyway, when I did my little video on packing glass for posting and I showed you how I will do it, I did use a lot of bubble wrap, and people mentioned used a lot of bubble wrap, and I did, and that's because I don't think bubble wrap is a single use of plastic really. All my bubble wrap that I have is, how can I say, pre-owned. Yes, pre-owned. I have like 7 bin bags of pre-owned bubble wrap in my shed. So yeah, I can be extravagant with it because I've got loads. Anything arrives in the house, even if it's not even glass. If something comes in bubble wrap, yeah, I'm just like, oh, there's some big bits that are not all manky. I'm going to keep them all. So, because for future use. And yeah, so you don't have to use bubble wrap. Someone mentioned egg boxes, which are good because they have that crushy factor, you know, without being too rigid. Because you don't want something that's too rigid that's going to, if you crush the box, it then crushes the glass inside. And that's why I was also sort of like saying double box it. But I've had all sorts of things. I've had several bags for life used as packing, and now they're my bags for life. Yeah, I thought I'd bring this and show you. Someone used this as an inner box once, yeah. And now, because it's actually like the Tupperware, in fact, it's in better nick than the Tupperware that I have. This is now my Tupperware. So, yeah, I don't like, you know, I'm a person that collects antique glass. In fact, my house is full of antique stuff. And in fact, most of my furniture is not new. So, yeah, I don't like single-use plastic. I like to use stuff that's been reused. You know, we had building work done a couple of years ago. I kept all the pallets, and some I carted off to the allotment to use them to make compost stands. Some of it I broke apart. Some of them are hardwood, and I've used some of them, but yeah, I've got a lot of nice hardwood from pallets and stuff. So I'm that person. So yeah, so I was using a lot of bubble wrap, but yeah, it's free bubble wrap now. I know if you go to like the post office and you buy a little roll of bubble wrap, it's so expensive, so expensive. But if you think you're going to do a lot of selling and you need a lot more bubble wrap and more that you've got coming in, I have, when we were moving house several years ago, I bought like industrial rolls, so like huge rolls, and yeah, that comparatively it's like 1/20 of the price, or 50, I don't know, I don't even want to calculate it, but just those little tiny rolls are like £3, and then you buy this monster thing for like 20-25 quid, including postage, that's, you know, got like 200 feet of, that's 3 feet wide. Yeah, it's so much cheaper to buy it. So if you think you're going to use a lot, bulk buy, but also if you've got somewhere to keep stuff that comes in, squirrel away. If you're going to use newspapers, remember to screw them up. Yeah, screw them up. And even if you're going to wrap stuff in newspaper, okay, screw each sheet up individually, straight out, and then use that. And that also provides, it's not as good as bubble wrap, but it does provide some protection. Just the creases in the paper all piled up on top of each other separately gives you some bit of give without too much, hopefully. So yeah, there's just so many different, you know, I've had bits of styrofoam shoved into boxes and all sorts of proper foam stuff, and yeah, all sorts of stuff has been rubbish. Sometimes you just look at it and it's just like, this box is full of rubbish, and I'm going to throw a lot of this away because it is just, you know, how can I say, like screwed up bread bin bags and stuff like that, you know, or bread, you know, bags and stuff like that. Just any old rubbish will do, really. It doesn't have to be bubble wrap. You got stuff lying around your house, you're thinking, I was going to throw this in the bin. It's not actually, how can I say, unhygienic to use it as packing. Just shove it in there. As long as it's got some give in it, it's fine. So anyway, I just wanted to highlight that. It doesn't have to be perfect. Double boxing is better, but if you don't have two boxes, if you just have some bits of card, use that as an inner layer of protection. Yeah. Or also you can slot it between, if you're worried about your pieces of glass butting up against each other, put it between the pieces of glass. It all gives the box that extra stability and rigidity. But if it's a bit loose as well, then it's going to give a bit and not crush your glass as well at the same time. Anyway, so I just wanted to highlight that because people were mentioning about how much bubble wrap I have, and I'm not expecting them to run down to the post office and buy 20 pounds of bubble wrap this in little tiny rolls, because that's just bonkers. Anyway, so I think that's it. There's no references for this. And yeah, so thank you for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe. It does help my channel. Recycle, reuse, yes. And have a good night. Good night.